Good morning, everybody. You're watching the Morning Brew. All right, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday. It is Winning Wednesday on the Brew, and I am still on location in Carlinville, and it is happy birthday to you. It is birthday week on the Brew. We're celebrating 1 year of being on the Brew. This entire week, we're celebrating. Joy's at work today, so she cannot be with me, and I'm in Carlinville. Welcome to the room I got in Carlinville. This is one of our camp lodge rooms. There's all my junk. Bunk beds, my towel. Looks like camp, but I thought this is the clean side. This is actually looks presentable side. But Winning Wednesday, when you share the brew today, you win. Today, you're going to win a gift card from us for some coffee. So coffee on us. We'll be talking more about that, but good morning to you guys. Dave Dent, good morning, man. Glad you jumped on. And Melissa, good morning. And Melinda, happy morning to you. And Kendra, good morning. And Barb, how you doing, Barb? Good morning, good morning. And Scott and Brenda, good morning to you. And Sean and Dean, everybody's up and at it. Lisa Wilt, good morning. And John and Rex, good birthday Wednesday morning. It's just a little bit of everything, isn't it? Dana, good morning. And Tanya, good morning. Dwayne says good. I'm sure you meant good morning. I think I said Nancy already, but anyway, I'll double good morning you, Nancy. Everybody hopping on. Oh gosh, tons of people coming on now, so I can't even keep up with you guys. Hey, Carolyn, good morning. Phoenix and Crystal, good morning. There's the morning. Rose, good morning. Lots of you guys hopping on, which is excellent. So glad on birthday week. Hey, speaking of birthday week, every day we're giving away something fun. And so Monday, we gave away a pizza, and the winner of that is Phil and Carla Oakley. Ding, 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 ding. You're getting a pizza from us. Joy and I will get you that gift card or gift certificate so you can get yourself a pizza. And then Tuesday's giveaway was we kept this one local for everybody because it's Revival City Donuts and Phil Kuzma. You are a winner donut dinner. So if you guys can tag Phil and tell him congratulations. Oh, both Phils. Look at that. Phil and Phil. I guess if your name is Phil on the Brew, it's because we like to fill up our cup. So, that was bad. That was really bad. Hey, remember, when I'm in Carlinville, I don't get my coffee first thing in the morning. There ain't no brew and coffee here in the room. So I've still got my water. I just keep refilling it. I have all these water bottles. I just keep refilling this. But as soon as this is over, me and a couple of pastors, we're heading into town. We're going to the Hawthorne Coffee Shop on the square in Carlinville. Until then, I'm getting some of my water in. So try to do 90 ounces a day. So this is a 30-ouncer. Drink 3 of these, and I have all 90 ounces in for the day. So that's the goal every day. So anyway, I don't have any coffee in me, so I'm just faking being awake and excited. It's just not in me yet. So more people logging in. It's good to say hello. Brian is saying happy Winning Wednesday to the Morning Brew crew. Well, happy Wednesday to you. Winning Wednesday to you too. Brenda, good morning to you, and Kevin and Pandora and Missy. There you go. Congrats, Phil Kuzma. Tag him so he sees this. Awesome. Bob, good morning. Good seeing you up and at it. Lisa says my parents used to live in Carlinville. Well, that's where our state district offices are and our campgrounds for our kiddos that go to church camp. So Lake Williamson Christian Center is where I'm at, and it is an incredible facility. And glad to be here and glad to serve in that capacity. So, okay, let's get into birthday week because then I want to share a quick devotional, and then I'm going to go get me some coffee. Okay, so we've been kind of giving some highlights of the last year. So yesterday, if you haven't seen yesterday, Joy and I, we talked about the different outfits that I wore and their hats, and I had a beard that was down here because of shelter in place, all that fun stuff. Today I wanted to go back on memory lane and talk about some of the guests that I've had besides Joy, obviously, because she's the best. She's not even guest. She is the Brew now. Like, she started out as a one-time guest like 9 months ago, and the next thing you know, everybody likes her more than me. And Joy, when she's available and not going into work early, we definitely get Joy. She loves you guys. She loves being on there. So hey, someone's asking about summer camp. Absolutely, there's summer camp. And so our church, the Fields Church, has already got signups going and our information available. So if your kiddos want to go to camp, they may stay in this room. Where was I at? Oh yeah, I always have a little ADHD early in the morning, concentrating and seeing all your guys' comments rolling through. Anyway, so I've had lots of guests over the time. I want to highlight some of my favorite ones. I can't say that because I don't want to make anybody upset. But what I'm saying is this particular one is always my favorite ones is when my own kids join me. Look how awake they look at 6:45. Look at those faces. I'm going to put that up again. Look at those faces. Very excited to be with me at 6:45. So, but no, anytime my kids come down and be a part of the Brew, that's always fun. There was one opportunity I got together with Jeff Owens. Jeff and I have coached a lot and been involved in athletics. And one time he does the Tuesday rant on his Facebook. Look at that. There's us doing a Brew together. And I interviewed him. Look at that beard I had. And there's J.O. Giving a little sports analysis and chatting. And then we talked about his rant. So if you follow J.O., every Tuesday he gives a whole list of things going on that every single one of them you're like, that's funny. Yep. There for a while, I also had weatherman Jake. Jake is my nephew. He goes to the U of I, and he was sheltering in place as well. So he got up a few times and was a part of the Brew as a guest. And so Jake was giving us the weather report, almost like he's in agriculture. He's studying at the U of I to be an ag. And so anyway, got him online. That was a lot of fun. One time we got Mr. Principal Schaefer from Williams Elementary, also our drummer and one of our drummers at the Fields Church. And I'm going to tell you, if you missed Sunday at the Fields Church, I told a story about McLean, Mr. Schaefer. If you guys have any of these guys on Facebook, go ahead and tag them in the comments so they know that we're talking about them. So tag Jeff Owens, J.O., tag Jake Uphoff, tag Mr. McLean Schaefer. So those are guests I've had on. Also, the amazing Lisa Wilt. And so we've had Lisa. She's the one from KC, Kansas City, and she has shared devotion. She's shared interviews. She did a cooking episode for us. And she's also the one that shares some of those gifts that we talked about, how we've given away different gifts on the Brew. So, and then I've had one more guest. I may have had others. So if you're a guest and I didn't screen capture you, my apologies. But my other guest has been my dog. That's right. I'll get my dog on the Brew every once in a while that we now on the Brew have nicknamed her the Potato. But Mocha is her name. She has a real name. Her name is Mocha. Her nickname is the Brown Potato because she just lays there in her bed and she looks like a brown potato, but not in this picture. She is my dog. So anyway, it has been a lot of fun over the last year interviewing them and with the way of technology. In the comments, I would love okay, there's a whole year in front of us. Is there anybody you would like us to bring on the Brew? And we could do a little 5-minute interview. So if there's anybody that you know that would like to come on the Brew, you could message in this and let's throw out some suggestions for 2021 interviewees, guests on the Brew. We bring them on. So I think if you throw out some suggestions, I might filter through some of those and see if we can line up a little Q&A session with people that you suggest. So go ahead and mark that down. Now, if you name anyone too famous and popular, I want you to know I have zero zero clout in their lives. So local is better because I might be able to reach out to them. Someone famous, not so much. So anyway, but we could always try. I could always try. So I think having guests on were kind of fun. Dean still want me to bring out the old bunny suit. That's a possibility. See, look at you guys, Franklin Graham, Sarah Jones. Those are tough ones for me to get on the Brew. I was thinking more like your third grade teacher, something like that. But anyway, so yep, keep throwing out ideas for interviews, and that's what makes the Brew so special is we can bring people in. So get tired. Winning Wednesday. It is Winning Wednesday. I looked down and looked at my notes. It's Winning Wednesday. So when you share the Brew on Winning Wednesday, if you're new with us, every Wednesday we give away, but now it's like birthday winning Wednesday, which means it's really winning Wednesday. The way I started Winning Wednesday was, remember I talked about, it was a guy named Rocket. He was like, you're on a winning streak. And so we want everyone to feel like they're on a winning streak. It's a mindset, and you can be on a winning streak. And we want to remind people that every Wednesday that is Winning Wednesday. And so on this particular winning Wednesday, oh, that's funny. Sarah Jones is local. She's terrific. My bad. Sorry. I thought she was like some singer. Sarah Jones seems like an acoustic pop singer, folk singer. It's a good name for a singer. But anyway, we can look into that. So Winning Wednesday, this Winning Wednesday, we're going to give away coffee because that's like the staple of the Brew, although it isn't today because I have water. But a coffee from the Brew. And oh, that's Nora Jones. Yeah. I'm having a side conversation over here. That's so funny. But share the Brew today, and you're getting some coffee. Joy and I will get you some coffee. We'll go either local coffee shop, or we can go national chain. Or if you like to brew your own, I'll get you a bag of coffee, a bag of beans. I got a hook up there. I think I can get you a bag of beans if you are local. So, or if you'd rather just go to a coffee shop and let them brew it for you, I can help you out there too. So anyway, hey, let's take a look at some scripture real quick, and then I'm going to go get my own coffee in Carlinville. So I'm reading through the 1 year Bible. As you guys know, it's the plan I'm on is the Nikki Gumbel 1 year Bible in 1 year, 2021. Looks just like that. When you go and find the plan on your U version. And so I've been reading that, and now we are in Luke chapter 5. And I really got to take off the banner, the little share the Brew thing, because it's driving me crazy. We're in Luke chapter 5, and let me just read it to you, then we'll talk about it. It says this: some men carrying a paralyzed man on a mat and tried to take him into a house to lay him before Jesus. So there's some men came in carrying a paralyzed man on a mat. They tried to take him into the house so they could put him before Jesus. When they found out, I'm sorry, can't read today. When they could not find a way to do this because of the crowd, the entrance of the house was packed, like they could not get in. It says they went up to the roof and they lowered him on his mat through the tiles into the middle of the crowd, right in front of Jesus. This possibly is my favorite story to tell narrative wise, because I can see it. I can smell the dust, and they're ripping up the tiles. I can imagine the emotion of a guy who's paralyzed, and his buddies show up and they say, hey, come on, get on. We're going to carry you across town. And I can see this guy going, where are we going? I can see these guys having a conversation before that, and like getting his buddies going, hey, Jim, come over. Hey, come over here. Let's go take him to Jesus. So there's these conversations of hope and anticipation when they go and pick him up and carry him across town. There's this guy that's can't even believe that his friends would carry him across town. I just imagine them carrying this guy like through those type of roads and streets, up and windy and cobblestones and dirt roads, and trying to get him to this guy. So all this building of anticipation, and then they get there and the house is packed and Jesus is in there teaching and the people are there and they've flooded out from the front door, and there's people meandering in the yard because they can't even get in, and the streets got a little bit of hustle and bustle because they heard that Jesus is in there, and there's tons of, these are small houses in the Middle East, in this time period. So just, packed in there. And then all the frustration of, come on, this guy's paralyzed. Let's get him in. And no one's moving away. No one's stepping aside saying, oh, let this guy in. No one is. And so they can't get in. And then they look up and there's one of those little stairways that goes to the top of the roof, which is totally typical in that time period, that you go up on the roof, almost like an upper porch area. And they're like, well, let's go up on the roof. But going up on the roof wasn't to get a good view of like the stars that night. It was, let's go on the roof and dig through the roof and lower him down. I don't know which one of the friends thought about that, but that's crazy that you're going to go up and dig through some guy's roof that's not yours, and they're pulling back these tiles of clay and nasty and dirty, and and then there would have been some matting and mud. It's all kind of like the most rudimentary kind of concrete, plastery mud, adobe looking stuff. They're pulling this stuff back. And then they got this guy on his like mat, which is like a blanket, and they're all holding the corners. And then they lower him down in the middle of the crowd. Could you imagine being in the room and Jesus is teaching, all of a sudden the roof above you, just think about that. Like all of a sudden, like this ceiling starts cracking and you hear something and you see like debris falling, and you see, all of a sudden you see like his head pop down, and then you see arms holding a blanket with a man on it, and they lower him right in the middle of a packed house. This story blows me away. This story is amazing. But what I really take from it is this, and when you think of the story and you begin to read it, some men came carrying a paralyzed man. Some men, meaning there were some friends who helped a man. We all need some friends in our life willing to carry us to some help. You need people who care about you, and you need people who want the best for you. And so we need to surround ourselves with some guys like this that will care about you enough to carry you to get you some help. And so we need some caring friends. Okay. We need some caring friends. That's a pretty big deal. These caring friends need to have an attitude, and we need to have an attitude that we will push through obstacles. So caring friends are important in our life, a mindset that we're going to push through any obstacles that, tough doesn't mean it's over. Locked doors doesn't mean you can't get in. You find a way. And so caring friends push through obstacles, and at the end, they led them to Jesus. I think that's the most important part of this story. Wasn't about the roof, and it wasn't about the paralyzed man. It was like they were taking him to Jesus because he is the answer and the solution to this guy's problem. So now the story goes on, and there's this incredible conversation between Jesus and the Pharisees, and healing and forgiveness of sin. So you can read chapter 5. And this story is just absolutely miraculous and hope-giving. You got to read it. It's miraculous and hope-giving. But I want you to know just this little snippet of it is there's caring friends, they push through obstacles, and they led them to Jesus. Those are 3 things we need in our life. And so read chapter 5 today. Luke chapter 5. It's in your New Testament. And it's Matthew, Mark, Luke. So it's going to be the third book in your New Testament. Go ahead and read that today in Luke chapter 5, packed with really good stuff. So anyway, hey, share the brew today. Share the brew because someone's going to win. We've already been giving away things this week. We've given away pizza. We gave away Revival City donuts. Now we're giving away some coffee on Winning Wednesday. And so make sure to have that. And you guys have an incredible day. It is going to be a good day in your life with a Winning Wednesday mindset, that you are on a winning streak. You are in charge of your attitude. If you have a bad attitude today, check it, because you're in charge of your attitude. There's some really good people out there, and surround yourself with good people. And go ahead and share the brew, share the brew, share the brew. And we will chat with you. Joy and I will be back tomorrow with some more highlights of the year. And other than that, have an incredible winning Wednesday.